Good morning, guys. I am sorry I haven't streamed in a little while. I was planning on streaming yesterday. The thought process is I would like to start streaming on Fridays as like my regular day. That is the plan right now. I haven't even posted that to the community um like tab for everyone yet. But I have kind of an excuse, which is at the moment I have like a cold or a flu or something. I feel like something's going around right now, and I am very much trying to get rid of it. I have emergency or like airborne. I think it's airborne. It's like the vitamin C tablets, and I have some like warm green tea. And I took some Dayquil this morning. I'm trying to get rid of it, but I would like this to be an editing. Okay. I would like this to be an editing stream where I can edit content, but instead, because I've not been feeling well, I am now a little bit behind where I want to be in school. So I need to get caught up on school for a little bit. So if you don't mind watching me work through my academic work, then we can hang out and do that. And then hopefully I can finish with that fairly quickly and we can move on to some content editing. That is what I would like to do. I don't know if you guys can hear that I don't feel well, like if you can hear the sickness, but I feel like I can kind of hear it in my voice. So if you don't mind that, we're just gonna hang out. It's gonna be like very chill. I might be able to put on some lo-fi music for us that's like authorized. By authorized, I mean I have like epidemic sound, so that's not gonna get us a copyright strike. So let's do that. Um, I'm probably gonna do this for like an hour and a half, to 2 hours, and then after that, I'm gonna probably go get food. Hi, how are you doing? I was just saying this is gonna be a pretty chill stream. I am going to study and try and get caught up on my academic work. I have been sick. I hope none of you guys are sick. Um, I feel like there's something going around. And I took the train to Tokyo the other day because my friend was in the Kanto region. I'm pretty good. How about you? Are you sick too? Oh no. Just in your nose? I'm from the US. Um, Joel. I hope that's how you say your name. Oh, we're slipping out of our thingy. I might need to put something behind us so we don't, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna put like lo-fi music on and study. So this is gonna be like a very chill stream because I really need to be in crunch time. I wanted to edit content, but the sickness is not helping. Hello, hello. If you are just joining, welcome. Welcome. I appreciate you. Let me see if we can. Hi, hi, hi. Let me see if I can clip us in so we don't fall. You're coming back? Okay. You don't speak English? Um, that is okay. You're still more than welcome to hang out. But I apologize. I don't really speak any other language besides English fluently. But I'm studying Japanese. Then how did you type? I mean, it could be, you know, using like a translator app. Sometimes I do that. If I have time, I'll comment in the stream. Um, you got off your game to say hello, but you haven't had the chance to play Xbox in like 4 days. Thank you for like stopping what you were doing to come say hi. Okay, sweet, sweet. Okay. That all makes sense. All right, let's put on some lo-fi. Oh, you're staying? Nice. Sweet. You're using Google Translate? I don't know if Google is able to translate us live, but I know for videos it can translate back and forth. If you want to communicate in the stream in the chat in a different language, you can. But I can't easily respond to it today, unfortunately, because I gotta get caught up for school. But if you guys want to communicate with each other in different languages, you're more than welcome to do so. Just be kind to each other, but you can switch to whichever language you speak. And I know I just said that in English, which may not be super helpful, but you can use whatever language you speak, like German, Spanish, French. We have a lot of people on the channel from all over the world. I can check, like behind the scenes, I can see, someone from Kenya logged in or someone from Poland. Yeah, I don't think so, but if anyone does like understand and they can copy comment in different languages, maybe that'll help. And I apologize because usually I would just comment in a couple different languages. Like I'll use ChatGPT if I really need to. But today I gotta get this paper submitted. No, not really. So I was I think what it is the quality for the stream is a little bit better. The camera is a little bit better. I'm wearing a little bit of mascara. I know you're not supposed to do this, but I did not fully wash my face before I went to bed last night, and I just like water washed it um this morning. So and no, usually I'm like pretty sparing with makeup because it can cause breakouts for me, which is part of why I don't wear like a full face like all the time every day because it'll cause me to break out for sure. I know you guys cannot really see it, but right now I've already organized my paper that I'm working on, so I am just making sure that only the things that need to be bolded are bolded, and then I'm gonna check and see where I'm at. Oh, I can't stand when that happens. When I wake up and there's foundation all over my pillow or my blanket. Yesterday I was wearing lip gloss and I got it on my jacket. I got a new jacket and I sneezed. Okay. Yeah, no thanks. My hair's already done. Don't help. Um yeah, so I got lip gloss on my jacket, so now I need to wash it. Loki, you can stay, but like, don't do too much, my friend. That is qualifying as doing too much. Yeah, I would definitely say that's doing too much. Oh, sorry. Stop. The chat can see your buns. You're doing too much, sir. That just cracked me. Oh my gosh. Someone needs to tell him he's not like a parrot or something. Like he's too big to. Okay, he just sneezed on me. Say goodbye to Loki. Say bye, guys. Loki, say bye to chat. Say goodbye. He's like, no, 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 no. I'll be good. I'm sitting now. Let's go sit over here. All right. Loki has been relegated to his cat tower. He was doing too much over here. He's trying to come back though. He's no. No, 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 no. He's trying to convince me to let him come back, and I don't want to let him come back. I don't know where Moxie went. Can you guys hear the lo-fi music? Or do I need to turn it up? Let me know. Mm-mm. You don't hear anything? Let me turn it up. Okay. Can you hear now? Gotta send Loki away. No, 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 no. Do I have the right number of pages for this assignment? I do. Sweet. Really? Huh. How's this? Well, it stopped. The song stopped. So okay. I just need to call them references. It's about as loud as it can go. I don't know why it's not picking it up. I wish I could play it through a different speaker, but I don't think I can. I think that's going to be a mission for another day. No, nothing too loud. Loki is skedaddling around the back of my chair, trying to get me to pay attention to him. Uh-uh. I've noticed that sometimes I get really sore wrists and joints from typing so much. The name Loki? No, he's named after, I think it's the Norse god of mischief. You know, in the Marvel movies, Loki is like kind of like the bad guy. Oh, that he speaks? Loki speaks cat. But he's very perceptive for body language. Like if you tell him get down and you say it in a cheerful voice and you don't like come over towards him like you're gonna move him, he's like, oh, okay, cool. I like the word get down. But if you're like get down, then he's like, oh, okay, now it's time to leave. He only speaks cat. How Loki. He's on the floor licking himself now. Something like that. I feel like this is a hot take. Oh no. This almost exploded. This is a hot take, but I'm a certified Marvel hater. I'm not like a big fan of the Marvel movies. Like that is one of my hot takes. Like I can't. I mm-mm. Some of the actors and actresses that like play in the movies I think are really cool. But like as far as like the actual like enjoying the movies, yeah, they're whatever to me. And I'm pretty sure that's like a hot take, but that to be said, I do have a tattoo that's kind of inspired from a Marvel movie. So I feel like that's kind of like, hey Moxie, can I talk? You liked Wonder Woman? I used to really like Wonder Woman when I was a kid because I had a Wonder Woman. Um, it was like a not a Happy Meal, whatever. What do you call it when it's from Jack in the Box? Kids meal. I had a kids meal toy of Wonder Woman, and I had that for like years. I don't know what happened to her, but she had like the lasso, and she was like on a thing, and like you could like push a button, and she like twirled around. I feel like we talked about it, but I don't remember for sure right now. So maybe you should tell me again. I feel like you were something funny and cute, but like at the moment, I don't remember for sure. Okay, now I've made everything look pretty. So I need to see how I did overall with grammar and spelling and all that. Oh, that's cute. That is really cute. I actually like costumes when they're like with other people. I think that's like fun because it adds to the whole vibe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Me and my siblings used to do like a trunk or treat thing, and like you could always tell which candies like were the popular ones and which ones were not. Like I like the Three Musketeers bars and Almond Joys. We did we split it? I don't really think we split it exactly. It's like we all gathered as much as we could, and then we had like a candy stash, like a candy bank. So I would say for the most part we shared them, but I think like if we had a low supply of like a favorite, I think that had to be a discussion. Like, okay, who is getting this one? But don't quote me on that. I'll have to ask and see if they remember it differently. Can you see Loki in the background? I think Snickers are overrated. I really do. Is that another hot take? I don't know what Snickers popularity is like these days, but Snickers is meh. Yesterday I was so extremely hungry and I was trying to eat sun chips and it wasn't hitting because my throat was bothering me because I've still not been feeling well, so I was like, these sun chips are just not hitting like they should. Um, time currently it is 10:44 a.m. Yo, Loki is doing the most. He is doing too much. No, 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 no. Sun chips. Not fun. Sun. Okay. So let's see. Okay, okay. That happens to me so often. You have no idea. And sometimes it's really annoying because like when I say certain things, it like translate translates or interprets them to something completely wrong and then confuses the entire sentence. I feel like that doesn't match how physics work, but okay, fair enough. All right, where is my paperweight? I don't think so. I think the last thing I've heard about you eating is cheese sticks. That's my last food update. Pizza and cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon sticks sound good right now. Pizza does not. I don't think. But keeping in mind at the moment I'm not feeling my best, so I feel like the cheese is just like the part that I just. It's 11:47 a.m. JST time, Japan Standard Time. Oh, it's 7:47 p.m. Is it just now getting dark? That is insane because here it's been getting dark at like, I want to say by 4:30 the sun's definitely going down. By 5 it's already dark for sure. It gets dark early. But I like when there's more daylight during the day. Like, what do you mean that's not supported? I put a citation there. Okay. Um, I also think it has to do with where Japan is placed, like in the world. But I don't know like a whole lot about like, the sun's patterns, the moon's patterns. what makes the day and night longer so much, other than the whole winter, like spring and summer, it being longer, and then winter, fall and winter, it being shorter. But so many tabs on my computer open, it's insane. Um, yeah, I've heard that about Alaska, that it stays dark for a long time. And I did notice that, like, when we visited northern Japan, when we were in Hokkaido, it seemed like the days were really long in the summer. Like the sun started coming up at like 3 a.m., which I think that might be the other extreme, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was really interesting. Millennial, not millennia. Is it is it Friday night for you? It's Friday night, right? So technically you should be able to go to bed. Okay. Yeah, I think I would go on and go to sleep. But I think some of that is because like I've not been feeling well, so I'm trying to like fight off whatever's going on. Oh, no wonder Loki's sitting by me. He wants the heat. He wants the heater because I turned the heater on. What happened to Whitey, the cat? Um, okay, that one already has a citation, so I don't know what this review is talking about. I am working on my paper, and I'm analyzing my paper to see like how it fares. And the feedback I got on it is like it's not, there's not enough data, but like I already provided like a reference for it, so I'm like, why is it saying that? That would be nice. That would definitely be lovely. Mm, I know everyone thinks this. Um, I think I think about that differently. I think about life goals like aim for the moon and land in the stars. or however that saying goes. Like you don't you don't have to put a limit on your goals and dreams. You can dream as big as you want. And I think if you dream bigger and you work hard towards that and you achieve even part of it, that can be really fulfilling. Okay, okay, okay. It's an analogy. It's a figure of speech. But I think it has some value. What happened to my music? I gotta check why my music stopped. Oh, I closed the tab. I'm coming back. I don't think I would want to live on Mars personally. Maybe there'll be like a time or point in history where I'll feel like it makes sense, but at the moment, it doesn't seem like the most safe place to live. It's kind of like living under the sea. Like probably you could do it if you had enough money and technology, but if something goes wrong, like how will you be rescued? You can't breathe, you know, thousands of feet under the sea. How did that happen? Did you use a straightener on it and it damaged it? Oh no. Yeah, bleach can be super damaging for your hair. I've definitely damaged my hair a lot coloring it. It's been green, blue, pink, gray, purple. I recommend doing a strand test because that can help keep from damaging your hair. Or maybe going to the salon if you want something complicated. It's just a few pieces? Okay. Well, they can probably be, you know, covered or fixed. Um, but yeah, I recommend strand tests for sure. At least based on my experience. I'm not like a beautician, so but it's happened a couple of times that I've used like developer and left it on too long or like used the wrong volume and damaged my hair. Wait, what's going on? No, 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 I'm not tracking. What happened? If you're just joining, I am studying right now and I'm just intermittently answering comments and like communicating with the chat, but I am trying to finish my paper and get it submitted. So if you're like, why is the conversation like going different places? It's just based on whatever you guys want to talk about. Oh, do you guys know if she's gonna have a little boy or a little girl or and that's very exciting for her and for you. That's super cool. That is really nice. Well, I wish her well. Oh, okay. I think it's always fun to like meet new family members. So that sounds really, really exciting. And I wish them all the best. And it sounds like your new cousin will be here in time for Christmas, which is also very cool. January and February are also good birthday months, I think. I'm reading an article. So I'm kind of coming back and forth. Let me go up the chat. Nope. I don't think I did. Is that something you posted? Usually, if you post on the community tabs or comment around now, um, I will be at work. So I might not see your message. And if I don't see it, it gets relegated to like where I have to go and look it up. I did see you say that you would be praying that I feel better, which I am feeling a little bit better and I appreciate. But I didn't see all of the message, I don't think. I'll have to go back and look. Hmm. Oh, Loki must have got the memo because he showed up and he's insisting on sitting directly behind me. I think I am gradually feeling better, but the problem is I can't just lay down and rest. Like I can't fully take a day off easily because between work and school, like I kind of always have something going on. Plus, I want to get more content out, but I gotta get caught up on this. Let me see if I can, instead of changing what I did, just write it better. Uh, What happened to the chocolate you had? You said it all disappeared. I feel like as the years have gone by, I've become like less into chocolate, but I know a lot of people that are really crazy about it. Do you have any chocolate in your house? Just like chocolate chips? Or is that another hot take that I don't really like? I'm not really like invested in chocolate. Like chocolate is okay. I like I like chocolate, but it's not something like I would go out of my way like, "Oh, I got to buy chocolate. I have to have it." Not really. Maybe coffee or tea, but not chocolate. Have none? Not even chocolate chips? You're craving it? Yeah, chocolate's okay, but it's not like my favorite. I would say I crave caffeine more than sweets. Caffeine might be the one thing I'm like kind of obsessed with. Like as far as like habits wise. What are you gonna do? What is the plan? Really? Would he buy it? Okay, okay. You should give him some too if he's gonna buy it. We're having a discussion for those of you who are not on Twitch. We're talking about chocolate and wanting chocolate. But as I've said, chocolate is kind of meh for me. Like I don't dislike it, but I don't typically crave it. I have half a mind to just submit this paper as it is, but there's like a couple areas that I just want to tweak and make just a little bit better. I'm patting Loki for some ideas. Don't do that. He's trying to sniff my teeth. Whoa, I kicked the camera stand. Sorry. um, Hi. I have an idea, so I'm like going with that. So I need to like type frantically before I forget it. Don't ask. Okay. I won't keep your secrets then. No. No, no. Nope. Not allowed. Why don't you make yourself like some fun drink or something else in lieu of chocolate? Like a chai latte or something at home. Do you like chai tea? I love chai tea. Okay, what about cookies? I don't have any cookie dough in the house right now. I think the only dessert I have in the house right now is like mochi ice cream. It's like mochi but with ice cream in the middle, and I think that's the only dessert I have. Maybe some candy somewhere, but not chocolate. I have fruit snacks downstairs if I didn't finish them. I wish I could virtually share, but technology hasn't invented portals yet that I know of. Can I pretty please go to the store and buy a suitcase that stays very cold and put ice cream in it and find a flight in a few days and bring it over there and find an Airbnb and drive to your house to give it to you as a small favor? Um, well, first off, I think the ice cream would melt. And I don't think TSA would like the liquid being transported, you know. there's like a limit. That's a major issue. And then the logistics of it all is just, maybe not. But I've heard there's like some different like snack companies that ship internationally, like Japanese snack companies. So you might be able to get a taste of Japan that way too. Uh, no, okay. Later, maybe later. I would say just save the information for future reference. Whoa. I know. If only we had technology where we could just share snacks virtually. What makes things so much more convenient right now? That would make things so much easier. I have like 2 pages, almost 2 pages worth of references for this paper. Don't cry. Maybe um later in the weekend you can go and grab some. Your stomach hurts? I'm sorry. My throat doesn't feel super great. And my stomach is like mid at this point. It's okay. We're just all in it together at this point. Not really, though, if you think about it. Like even though it's winter time, like I have a space heater right here, and it's making my toes so warm that I actually took off my fuzzy bear slippers. Like in the grand scheme of things, like the problems that I have at least are pretty small, you know? They're frustrating for me, but I like this music that's switched to in the background. Kind of vibey. I wear size 7 shoes, and I need to take a short break. I'm out of tea, and I need to do a restroom break. I'll be like right back. Like maybe give me maybe 5 minutes max. 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 A slightly longer intermission. What a diet quest. Okay, I'm not back. I'm not back. I still haven't used the restroom. Uh, this is kind of a spoiler, but we're planning on traveling again at some point soon, and I need to find my passport. So I'm running around trying to find where to put it. Where did we put it? I feel like the last time I used it when we went to Nagasaki. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, here it is. Come on, Rebecca. It's right there. That was more of an adventure than I expected, to be completely honest. I ran up and down the stairs about 3 times. Um, I don't know why my throat is hurting worse. Um, I did go to the restroom. I got more tea. I found my passport. I don't know why it wasn't with my other stuff. And yeah, I'm back. But my throat is really hurting me. Oh man. Thank you for being patient. That was a fiasco. You did nothing besides moving to the living room. Okay. Sweet. Thank you for being patient. I had a panic moment because I'm like, where is my passport? I know I have it. Like my heart is still racing. It's not. It's not. Actually, I think the toilets in Japan, like in general, I actually really prefer. And like if the toilet doesn't have all of the features and stuff, I kind of like look down on it at this point. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Cause it feels like you're more like refreshed, and then the toilets that don't have all the features, it's like, Stone Age toilet. Not cute. Not cute. They're not. Some of them even play calming like bird songs or like they have like I don't know how to explain it, but it makes like extra loud flushing sounds. So like for privacy. And everything is like, you can push the buttons to do whatever function you want. So super easy. All ages can use. I know that's not what you mean, but I'm saying they're chill. And at this point, I'm spoiled. Like I really like them. I feel like moving back to the U.S. or even living someplace else would be more challenging just simply on the grounds of the toilet for me, because I love the toilet there. The new people, the people that just got here and they're like just joining the stream and this is their first time interacting with the channel, you're probably like, what are they talking about? Um, but for context, if you're just joining and you're not familiar with it, you're not really sure what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that like in Japan, many of the toilets have like a bidet feature. So like you can um use the toilet to like spray water and clean up after you've used the restroom. I think it's a really great feature. I really like it. But that's what we're talking about. Okay, okay, okay. I was trying to be like, kid friendly, to keep it cute, but I guess it's kind of a difficult topic to keep cute. Uh, Bless you. I have like a cat hair in my eye. No, not really. No, everyone can use them. But at this point, I'm spoiled to like actually specifically like them. I'm reading over notes for this paper. Proliferation. Let me look up that word because I'm trying to see where they're going with this context here. Oh, okay, okay. I don't know. That's a actually very good question. I'm not I'm not sure. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. My other half. Wait. Okay, hold on. I will look up your word. How do you like to be called with your handle? And are you commenting from X? Because if so, you're like literally the first person who's commented from X. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'll look up the word, but if it's a bad word, I'm not gonna share it. So I'm gonna look it up now. Oh, okay. So a vitriolic, meaning somebody who's like obsessed with like uh bitter, harsh, hateful criticism or anger. Um it sounds it sounds like a very professional, very eloquent way to say a hater or a troll. Um but yeah, and it comes from the root word vitriol, which I'm already familiar with, but good word. Oh man. The word I was originally looking up was used in reference to too many people coming into the market for something that's supposed to feel exclusive, and then the people that were like enjoying that exclusive thing don't feel like they're exclusive anymore. If you're waiting in line to get on a bus, the crowd will just push you onto the bus if you're standing in the way. Yes, we have comments that are coming in from multiple platforms. So I'm reading comments from X and from Twitch and from YouTube. I have personally never been to China, so I am not sure what the bus etiquette is like, or like what people usually do. I know in Japan people usually wait to the side, and then once everybody who was on the bus or the train get off, then the people that's waiting in line get on. But I don't know so much about other places. We took the bus a lot in Korea, and I feel like that was chill as as well. So I've had positive experiences with buses, other than the fact that in Japan I always get lost if I'm taking the bus by myself. So I don't really love taking the bus because I get lost. The bus is okay, but I just don't like getting lost. So it's like a last resort, last resort for me. Um, you are not the only one, my friend. But I feel like you are driving the chat the most. You're the most frequent chatter right now, which is fine. That's great. You're changing right now and about to head to bed. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope tomorrow is filled with chocolate for you, since you mentioned that was something you would really want. Hugs. Thank you for hanging out. Good night, twin. It's not night here, so I'm probably gonna be awake for the next, I don't know, 9 to 10 hours. Bye. Sleep tight. Have a wonderful night. Uh, aw. I think I'm almost done with this paper, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better about it. Because this morning, whenever I started editing it, I'm like, this is a mess. Like, how am I going to submit it? But I've cleaned it up, I've organized it a lot. So at this point, my only concern is it's a little long, and I think we were supposed to try and aim for 2 pages, and mine is definitely pushing 3. Okay, okay, okay. Now it's starting to get better. A little while ago, we went to, I want to say it was like last week. It's hard to keep track because like it's been a little chaotic lately. But we tried to go to this restaurant that we really enjoy. Man, they closed it. It was a family restaurant in Kamakura that we really really like, and they closed it. And I would really love to go there and get something to eat right now. You usually ask three friends to grade and review your papers, providing a rubric. The friends' names are Copilot, Grok, and Gemini. Thank you for letting me know who you are, first of all. And second of all, um, for this class, since we are allowed to use AI to review our work, edit our grammar, and make outlines, that is something that I'm using to check and see how I'm doing. Like how, so like for the paper I'm working on right now, I asked for a review of the paper to see how it scored. So like my mechanics are really strong, my organization is pretty strong, but I need to include some more evidence to back up what I'm stating or claiming. So that's what I'm adding right now. For example, adding like a example of a competitor to the product that I'm talking about. So that's something I'm doing right meow. Yeah, I'm reading over data right now. But I think there's got to be like a way to consolidate it more than what I'm looking at right now. So I'm gonna try and find. All right, let's see. Let me see what I have. I was watching I one of the YouTubers that I like watching, although I feel like calling her a YouTuber is kind of like over generalizing because she does so many different things, but I really love watching Cody Sanchez's YouTube channel. And she was talking about like things that you can do to be more confident as a communicator and like to communicate more efficiently. And I noticed that some of the bad habits that she called out for communication are some of the habits that I have. And she did bring up the point like you have to know your audience and who you're communicating with. But I notice that sometimes when I think, I do like that. And I've heard that um from her and from other people that that's like a sign of distrust or secretiveness. And I most recently heard it from her again, and I'm like, that is so interesting. So now, like, I'm trying to stop the habit of going like that when I'm thinking. Um, I think part of the reason I picked it up was because I had braces as a teenager, and I really hated them, and so like it's like covering my mouth kind of became like a habit. But yeah, I heard it's like seen as shady by some people. I just start thinking about that because I was thinking as I'm reading, and I start putting my hand up. And I need to have a different thinking pose. I need to get outside because today is a nice day and I really want to get out and like walk around. So that is going to be next order of business, I think, after I submit this paper. Yes, please. All right, let's try and grade this paper again and see how we do. Right now, I'm at a B plus, I think. And I went back and added more details based on whatever issues were there, like clarified some stuff. So hopefully it's better. I feel like when I'm writing, everything I write makes perfect sense to me, but then, maybe for somebody else it doesn't really make sense. So I'm trying to make sure that like it's more detailed. Another bathroom break. Short one. I went and got food. Well, not food, but fruit snack. Girl, it's not for you. My cat is looking at me like, share the wealth. No, girl, you can't have fruit snacks. Okay, my theory at this point is that this paper is way too long because I ramble. I I ramble when I write, I ramble when I talk. Especially if I'm nervous or I feel like I'm like trying to dig up an idea. Like sometimes I feel like it takes me a second to like get to the point, and I feel like I rambled a little bit with this paper, so I'm like kind of aggressively. Sometimes I do the same thing when I edit too with videos, but how do I say this? I feel like it can be a strength sometimes because I have more content and then I can cut back on the stuff that I don't need that's not impactful. And so I'm trying to use the same method for for my writing. Okay, let's see if I can do this. See, I'm doing it again, the thing with the hands. Did it just make the paper longer? Because I'm not going to be happy about that. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the music I have in the background. Just vibing. It's 12:10 now. So let's see. I need to keep track of time kind of loosely. So whoa. You know when you're trying to adjust something on your computer and it just like runs everything together and like messes it up? I just meant to select, not like actually drag the sentence together because that looks really bad. Don't worry, I fixed it. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on my papers right now. So I need to kind of pick up the pace. Fortunately, the like main paper that for this class is kind of like surrounding a brand that I already really like and know a little bit about because I already use it, which is Pacifica. Um, you know what I should do is I should send Pacifica my paper after I'm done. I'd be like, hey guys, like Maybe you want to like support the channel. That's what I should do. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I should ask my instructor. I don't know if it counts as like self-plagiarism or if you can use your papers for other. I don't know what the academic policy is on that, but I should ask my instructor. But Pacifica is cool regardless. I really like them. I'm doing the hand thing again. All right. Now let's see where we're at. Kind of like this song. Let me turn it up so you guys can hopefully hear it. And that is so much better. I just removed all of like the filler words and repeated words. And I think it's a lot better. This is like Middle Ages lo-fi, the music right now. Okay, let's see. Welcome back. Wait a second. You were going to bed. What happened? I'm almost done with the paper, by the way. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I think the paper's done, but let me just double check. Oh, I like this song. Let me save this. I'm sure I'm gonna need this later. Okay. Have a good night for you. Am I getting a fever? I don't think so. But my throat hurts. Mm. What am I thinking? It's only supposed to be 2 pages. Oh, it says about 2 pages. So there's one more thing I need to do before I submit this paper, which I use the textbook to support my arguments, but I feel like I didn't do it enough to where I want to. Like the textbook is already one of my cited sources, and I have referenced it, but like not like I don't have an in-text citation for the textbook, and I think that would really help my case to really bring home the point that like I use the required reading. There we go. Whoa, what happened to my textbook? reading quickly through this chapter to refocus on where I pulled my reference from. Hmm. Searching in my textbook right now to find what I want. Reading really quickly through this because I found the part I want, but I have to read through and like make sure it's where I'm citing from. Because I want to do an in-text citation, so I'm gonna like expand on the paragraph I have, and then I want it all to be from the same place. Found exactly what I want. And I think this textbook has a feature where you can create a citation automatically. I just don't remember how to do it. Okay. There we go. It's not exactly the portion of the book that we're supposed to reference, so hopefully I don't get dinged from that. I included like some ideas from that portion and cited them, but it's not like an actual real focus on it. There we go. Page is this? Page 395. Okay, I've given myself like 12 more minutes, so I need to like hurry up.
I just lost my spot. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to cut, but I think I cut, and I wanted to just copy. Page 323. See you later. Thank you for studying with me. I appreciate the support. I'll let you know how this paper goes. I think I did the last thing that's gonna be key. So now if I submit it right this second, I'm gonna feel a lot better about it because I feel like it better matches what I was asked to do. So now I'm just trying to clean up the formatting.
Oh, what's up? How you doing? I'm finishing up a paper right now. I was supposed to have finished it like forever ago, but I have like a cold or the flu or something. So now I'm just trying to like finish it and get it submitted. In the next 3 weeks, I have like 3 more papers to write, and I think two of them are worth 200 points, and this one's only worth 100 points. But I needed to get it submitted. Getting sick really messes up your schedule, you know? How are you doing? Aw, I like instructors like that. My instructor for this class, he is like, you guys are adults, so you can turn in your papers when you want, but just keep in mind, like, the class has an end date. So, it would be smart to turn your papers in a timely way. But other than that, he doesn't apply a ton of pressure, which is really helpful. But I don't want to take too much advantage of it because I know he also has to grade it whenever I give it to him. What was your paper about? I'm curious. Also, since we're on YouTube and like, how do I say? Everything's kind of public information. I talked to your roommate. So ask your roommate what the tea is, because I gave the roommate some tea on some news on my end. So okay, I think the paper is done. DJ softwares. That sounds cool. Are you allowed to use AI at your school? Curious. We are. They told us expressly we can use AI and we're encouraged to do so, but like we can't use it to like just like write our paper. You aren't. Interesting. Yeah, we're allowed to use it. So we can use it to make outlines. We can use it to pre-grade our papers. Um, I try and use it like as minimally as possible, but I use it kind of like the same way you use Grammarly. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Whoa, the whole stream like kind of glitched. I've noticed that in the beginning of a class, I for some reason I didn't know that we could use it. I guess I didn't read that part of like the student information, and I submitted a paper with no AI review on it, and I got an A on that paper too. But I think that it makes it faster if I can have like someone or something to read over it beforehand. But the topic is also helpful because this class is a marketing class, and since I majored in marketing, it's really helpful. All right, I think this paper is done. The theory behind the paper is that millennials tend to use credit cards kind of like the way they play video games. But I couldn't go too far down a rabbit hole. I think at my school, they already are doing that. And like I don't know for sure, so like I don't want to be like, "Oh, you guys definitely do it" or whatever, but I think they are. But fortunately, my instructors are really nice. This whole semester, I've been really, really fortunate. I've had cool instructors, so that's helpful. My instructor even let me talk about my YouTube channel in class, which was kind of fun but a little embarrassing. Um, and my instructor suggested that the entire class, if they wanted to, it's not like something you're graded on, but he suggested that you make yourself a vision board. So I started doing that on Canva, which I recommend too. Hi, Sophie. Welcome back. You are most definitely not sleeping. I see. All right, I'm about to submit this paper. That doesn't count. I'm about to submit this paper right meow. Submitting this paper means that I will only have 3 papers left until the end of the class, but the last 3 are really, really intense. I got the premium version of Canva for YouTube. And because it's kind of expensive, I'm like, I have to justify it, I use it for other things. So I've been using it for other things. Like I'm using it to make like a Godzilla resume. I'll send it to you so you can see it. But like I'm using it to make like the resume of all resumes, The shower woke you up instead of making you tired. Okay. And now you're drying your hair. Oh, I don't have a teddy bear onesie, but I have my teddy bear. These were very cheap. These were like maybe like, I don't know, $3, $5 from the Daiso store, which is like almost like a dollar store but cheaper here in Japan. I love them, but I realize I stand kind of. No, 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 no. I'll send it to you so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's like you can add like graphics on it and stuff. You can like you kind of can use it kind of the way you use Adobe, but I'll send it to you so you can see what I'm talking about. But like I made my resume like a cream color and I put like a little border on the side of it. And I was like playing around with the fonts and the spacing. And I've been working on that same resume for like 2 or 3 weeks. Sophie, I see you. I'm coming back. I'm circling around. I see you. I wear Uggs with my teddy bear onesie if I go outside. That sounds very adorable. I always wanted Uggs and I don't think I ever got them. When I used to do ballet, I had okay. You knew I was coming then. All right, then we're good. I used to have these UGG copy shoes, and they had like this fake sheep. What is it called? Sheep fur? Sheep hair? Sheep wool? Fleece? What do you call it? It had fake sheep wool on the inside of them. And I would wear them after ballet class because I always would have like my tights and stuff. No, cotton comes from plants. Hold on, I'm about to ask ChatGPT what it's called. What is a technical? Because you shear sheep. Study time. Study time is almost owarimashita, which means it's almost over because it is now 1:04. I rolled out of bed. All I've eaten today is fruit snacks, and I've eaten like 4 of these. I've had maybe three cups of tea, green tea, and an entire bottle of Emergen-C, but I haven't eaten anything. So once I get this submitted, I am going to sign out. I know. technically not the healthiest food. My stomach is like grumbling too. It's not happy. Yeah, my stomach is like, girl, what are you doing, dude? Just like that. Like literally, that is the way it talks to me. Only a little bit angrier. Like it's like in an angrier voice than that. Is it wool? I think it's probably wool. I'm gonna go with wool. I think you're right. Sheep hair being wool. But I also think of like fleece. Have you seen those videos where people have like the long-haired rabbit and they have the rabbit sitting on the counter and they have like a spinning machine for weaving or whatever, and they're just like pulling the hairs off the rabbit and like making it into yarn as the rabbit sits there? They're not hurting the rabbit, to be clear. It's just like the rabbit is shedding or whatever, and they just like, I don't know, very interesting. But the rabbit does not look distressed or harmed. Usually, like the rabbit's like chewing on like some grass or something, and then they like take the fur and make it into a sweater. I've seen a couple videos like that, and I think it's really interesting. Um, this had better be in a Word document format because the last time I submitted my assignment, I put it in a PDF or something, and my instructor was like, I can't do anything with this. I can't get jiggy with this. You need it to be a Word. Thankfully, he didn't dock points because, like, he had said it somewhere too. Like, you just read the. Oh man, someone. What was the word? Someone gave a word earlier. You know, like the word vitriol, like being hateful. There's like another word, spin-off word from vitriol that means like a hater. That is a hater comment. Why can't the person just sit there in peace and make wool from their rabbit? Sophie, coming back to you, you said, do you know what I mean by onesie? I'm talking about like a costume onesie with cute teddy bear hoods. Yes, I love those. I think those are iconic. I would love to have one of those. What I would love to have, to be honest, if I had like a character onesie, would be either Totoro, like my neighbor Totoro, because I just think it's so cute. Or I would want a Pokemon one, like a Pikachu one, but I would want it to have the little lightning tail. I used to have a Pikachu hoodie, but I wore it until I couldn't anymore. So yeah, I think I would want like a Pikachu onesie, but with the tail on it. So I can be like, choo, choo. I think I would be really obnoxious if I had that. Um, Not too long ago, we had like a work Halloween event, and somebody wore like a cow costume, and the person kept making jokes about like the food the food at the event having like beef in it, and they're like, oh, cannibalism or something, and I'm just like, some costumes like you can get away with just doing the most, and I feel like if I had a Pikachu costume, I would get banned from wearing it in public because I would be doing the most. um you have a teddy bear costume, a shark one that's from Fortnite. That is cool. It's called Cozy Chomps. A giraffe one, and you have giraffe slippers. That's so cute. That's adorable. I do not have a mask to wear right now, so that wouldn't work out right now. Okay, my homework is officially submitted. So that means I have 1, 2, 3 more papers until the end of the semester. It better be only 3. Okay, yeah, it's only 3 more papers into the end of the semester. I am so sorry to leave, especially now that everybody is signing on and everybody's awake, but my stomach is grumbling. So I'm going to sign out. I appreciate you guys tremendously. You guys made this whole paper submission process 1,000 times better because I already don't feel good. So you guys made the whole thing fun. No, I don't have any mask. But if nobody has told you that they appreciate you today, I do. I appreciate all of you guys. So someone's told you now. And I will see all of you guys later. Hugs. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Avoid the cold and flu because it seems like it's going around. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Lots of love.